Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video where I thought I'd talk through some of my favourite products for cats because Lord knows over the past 6-7 months since having Hubble, I have tried and tested quite a few cat products. I've bought quite a few cat products that we don't use at all and are just sitting in a cupboard, but these are some of my favourite cat products for us. And obviously it's going to very much depend on your cat. Hubble is a very specific type of cat that likes specific things, so this might not apply to your cats. These are just our favourite things and I thought I'd share them with you. So just in case you're not familiar with me and with my cat, this is Hubble. He's about 8 months old, 9 months old when you're watching this, and he is an indoor cat. I don't let him just roam wherever he wants to outside. He does get outdoor access on harness and in his backpack, and he very much enjoys that. So some of those products are going to feature heavily in this video that probably won't apply to most of you, but that does mean I have to keep him extra entertained, and that does reflect in the type of toys I give him. So a range of different type of cat products that might also apply to your cats too. So the first item I can't show you because it's currently plugged in downstairs, and I'm going to leave it there because it would be a nightmare trying to bring it up here, and that is his Cat-It cat fountain. I recommend every single cat owner has one of these. Cats are not the biggest drinkers. They tend to get most of their moisture from their food, and they don't really like to drink from water bowls, from still stagnant water, so having a cat fountain is pretty much a must. So as I said, the one I've got is the Cat-It cat fountain. I do have the green flower plastic one. I probably, if my one ever broke and it was beyond repair and I had to get another one, I would probably opt for the stainless steel version, just because plastic can harbour quite a bit of bacteria. This can lead to cat acne. He has had a bit of this as a kitten, so possibly that was from his cat fountain, I'm not too sure, but I would probably recommend the stainless steel one instead. In the future, if I ever get another one, I will probably go for the stainless steel one. But these are really good, even if you don't go for the Cat-It one. There's other brands on the market, and I will always have a cat fountain. He drinks from it pretty much every day I see him drinking. He was a bit scared as a kitten, but he's got used to it as he's got bigger, so cat fountains are a must-have, and I love mine. So the next thing I recommend is a toy. You've probably seen him playing with this in the background. This is a puzzle toy. I got this from AliExpress. You can probably find this in local pet stores or on Amazon or something. Mostly probably aimed at dogs, I won't lie. Most people don't tend to think about giving their cats puzzle toys or enrichment, but I think things like this are very important, especially if you have an indoor cat. So it's fairly simple. All you do is hide the treats in the different sections. The middle bit is a bit stiffer and he tends to have a bit more trouble opening that section, but he figured this out within 10 minutes of me buying this, getting it delivered and actually giving it to him. So he's pretty smart. He does figure this out pretty quickly, so maybe I need to get him a bit more of a complex one, but when I need 10-15 minutes of him being quiet and leaving me alone, I tend to fill this up with a few treats, things like dehydrated chicken, and just leave him to it, and that keeps him quiet for about 10-15 minutes, which is helpful. So while we're on the topic of puzzle toys, I also have this cat ball. I actually sell this on my online store for small pets, but it is actually aimed at cats. This is sold by Cat-It. It comes in pink or blue, and all you do is you hide dreamies, treats, anything you can fit in this hole. You can also adjust the hole to make it a bit trickier for them, and I'll fill this up, give this to him, and he rolls it around the whole house trying to get the treats out. So pretty much the same concept really as enrichment for small pets or dogs. I try to give him as a cat because he does also benefit from him, and it keeps his brain busy, especially if I'm trying to work or do something. Things like this keep him busy and active whilst I'm not able to give him as much attention. So the next product that I bought that I really like, I also can't show you, and I don't really want to be holding it in my bedroom since I have been using it. So the next thing is a litter locker, and I've been using this for a couple of months. I bought this from Zooplus. It did also come with some refills, and that's probably my only grievance with it, is the refills. You go through them pretty quickly and they're not the cheapest thing in the world, so I might try to work out some sort of alternative, but otherwise I really like this product. So all it is a bin basically to put all of your cat litter into, and it does do a really good job of trapping any bad odours. I would say this is a very good product if you live in an apartment and you can't always easily get access to an outside bin or an outside trash can or something. Having a litter locker specifically for your cat litter saves you having to individually bag everything, and it has made things so much easier. So the next toy that I recommend, this is one of Hubble's favourite toys, and again this is an interactive toy that he can play with by himself. if I'm not able to play with him or I'm trying to do something. I always recommend lots of interactive foraging toys. This is one of them. Again, I got this from AliExpress. I think it was about $20, so a bit more on the expensive side when it comes to things you buy on AliExpress, but I'm sure you can probably find similar ones on Amazon or eBay or something. I don't know the exact word for this product. I think on AliExpress they labelled it as a moving fabric toy, which is not very helpful, but essentially all this does, it has a motor inside and then it has this like stick thing. This goes round in really random movements and it kind of mimics some sort of prey hiding underneath this fabric, and he loves this. He goes crazy for this. He will run across the room and dive on this, and this keeps him busy for, I'd say, hours, honestly. So I really recommend getting one of these for your cats and trying them out because he loves this. And it does have 3 different speed settings, so this I'd say is one of my favourite toys for cats because he goes crazy for it, gets so much energy out, and it keeps him entertained for such a long time. So the next 2 things I have to show you have been gifted by companies. I've not been paid to mention them in this video. I was just kind of gifted them and we've been trying them ever since I got him and he loves them. They are 2 cat beds. The first one is this one. This was gifted to us by a company called Felt Cave, and he's had enclosed beds before and he doesn't really like them, so I wasn't too sure whether he would like this kind of bed or not, but for some reason I'm not sure what it is about this specific bed, but he loves this. He sleeps in this in the daytime, he also sleeps in this in the nighttime, and his favourite thing to do is to hide in this, completely hidden, and I'll walk past this and he jumps out and attacks my feet, which is great. So this is by a company called Felt Cave. I do have a discount code which I'll leave on screen and in the description, but these are great. They also come in a variety of different colours to fit whatever theme you've got in your house. So this is a really good bed, really good quality, and he loves it. The second cat bed that was gifted to us, this is by a company called Ichi, and this is one of his favourite places to sleep. He mostly sleeps on this in the daytime, and I don't know what it is. I think it's just because it's so ergonomic to his body shape. He loves this. They can also use this as a scratcher, which he's not really done. I think he loves it so much he doesn't want to ruin it. You could also put things like catnip inside of this because it is that kind of cardboardy texture, but he loves this. You can, let me find the hole. You can press all of the cardboard bits to shape it, but I think they also sell inserts, so if they do ruin the middle bit you can buy replacements, but he's not wrecked it too much and he loves this. I think it looks really cute and he just sleeps on this all day, so I really recommend this kind of cardboard shaped bed as well as the Felt Cave bed as well. Another really simple toy is basically just a plastic spring. These were given to him by my best friend Victoria, and I've only got one of them because I lose them really easily. I think they're all underneath my sofa, but these are so simple, but he loves them so much. He likes to chase them, bounce them around, he goes crazy for these, so I recommend getting these if you have cats or kittens and giving them a go. I think they are either from Petco or PetSmart or something. You can probably find them on Amazon or eBay, but these are just the best invention. So simple, but he loves them. Little things like this are just the best thing when it comes to cats. You don't have to spend loads of money. I think when I got him I got a multi-pack of pom-poms and ping pong balls from Amazon. I'll link that in the description as well, but things like that are really good. Buying a cheap multi-pack of different types of balls and tiny toys. Try to find out what your cat or kitten really likes, and then you can buy more of them and probably donate the rest they don't really want, which I think we're going to have to do very, very soon. But buying a multi-pack of pom-poms, ping pong balls will probably keep your cats entertained more than a very expensive toy. I've learnt my lesson with that, but things like this are so good and keep them entertained. So the next thing I wanted to include in this is something called Silver Vine. He's obviously had things like catnip and he does respond to that. I wasn't too sure whether he would respond to this because some cats do, some cats don't. But oh boy, did he react. He was ripping open the box it got delivered in, ripping up the packaging it was delivered in, and as soon as I gave him this, he was just hilarious. So let's give him one now. Come on. What's this? What's this? Yeah, he wants it. Take it then. Take it then. So whilst he gets high in the background, I recommend trying these with your cats. Not all cats are going to have a reaction, but he loves them. Just make sure they don't ingest any of the stick or swallow any of the stick. Always make sure you're supervising them, but he definitely has a reaction and he likes them, so I recommend trying them with your cats and seeing if they have the same reaction. So the next product I really like is a company called Pup Shop. They made his name tag for him. You can custom put anything you want onto the back. I've put, from memory, I think I put microchipped indoor cat if outside I'm lost. So that's really useful, but I highly recommend checking them out. They're a small business and they've been really lovely to me ever since I've shared his pictures on Instagram. They've been sharing all of his pictures, so I highly recommend either their company or a similar one on Etsy. Etsy have some really nice pet tags. They are a bit more expensive, but they are really good quality, and you can custom make anything. You can custom the design on the front and also what you want on the back as well. So his turned out really, really pretty and I'm obsessed with it. So I just wanted to quickly talk about cat harnesses. I know this isn't going to apply to everyone. Not everyone is a crazy cat lady that walks their cat outside, but I do get a few questions about what kind of equipment I use when I take him on adventures. I will probably make a more in-depth video on how to train your cats to sit in a backpack and to actually go on walks with you, but I thought it would be useful to mention some of the products and the pros and cons of the harnesses I've tried. Looking at this one, this is the first harness he had. It's so tiny and I could cry. So small. So I would recommend trying possibly a few different types of harnesses with your cats. The reason I've strayed away from this type is because it's quite hard to get onto him. He does have a bigger size of this one downstairs, but I've chosen not to use it because you kind of have to pick them up awkwardly, stick their feet in the holes, and cats don't really like that. So I've kind of strayed away from this type. Also, having the Velcro does kind of make me nervous that it could open, and I prefer having them fully strapped in. So instead of that, I recommend something like a H-style harness, called that because it makes a H. This bit goes around the neck and this bit goes around their body, and it's fully adjustable to make sure it fits nice and snug. Obviously not too tight, but tight enough they're not going to squeeze their legs out of and escape. I mean, they probably still could, but much more secure than the pre-sized Velcro vest type harnesses. So yeah, this is the harness we're using with him at the moment, much less restrictive than the vest type ones. So if your cat's not too familiar with wearing harness, or they don't like having that much fabric around them, something like this might be a bit easier for them, and it's definitely easier to get on and off him without too much fuss. So I recommend this type of harness. This one has Stars and Moons on, which obviously I had to go for with his name being Hubble. Everything as much as possible has to be space themed, so this is our current harness that we're using. Then of course we also have his backpack. This is from a brand called Petcute or Petcute, not sure. This was just from Amazon and I really can't lift it very well whilst he's in this, but he loves this. I know a lot of people might look at this and think, why are you putting your cat in a bag? That is so cruel. I have trained him to get to this point, and if I leave this open in the house, he will seek this out and sleep in this throughout the day. So he loves this, he's very comfortable in this, and having a backpack is super important if you're gonna walk your cats and take them outside, just because there are dangers. Roads can be quite scary to them. Dogs also can run up to you when you're not expecting it, so having a safe space for them is so important. And as you can see, he loves it, he doesn't want to get out, and it's his favourite thing. So this backpack is really good, very, very sturdy and also very comfortable, which is important when you have a very heavy kitten on your back, isn't it? So this also is really good because it does open at the back to give them much more space, just in case you're out and about with them and you want to stop and they have to stay in the backpack, but you maybe want to give them a bit more space. You can pop open the back section and they've got all of this space to sit in as well. So this is really good. I'd say even if you're not planning on having it for an adventure cat or a cat you're taking out on a walk, possibly if you don't have access to a car and you have to walk your pets to the vets, things like this to have on your back instead of carrying a very heavy cat carrier might be a bit better for you and your cats. So I love this, I think it's great. I might possibly have to get him a bigger one if I can find one, because he's getting a bit big for it, but really, really like this product, really sturdy, and Hubble likes it too, which is a plus. Of course, last but not least, I had to give an honourable mention to his favourite ever toy, well, one of them anyway. I know this can be very specific to Hubble, but your cats might also like the exact same thing. I don't know what it is about these toys. They're kind of like a microfiber, like cleaning microfiber thing material. This one is a fish. We also have a mouse version, and he goes crazy for these. It's the only toy that he will fetch and actually bring back to you, and he gets very possessive over them, which is not really a good thing, but he loves these. He will chase these up the stairs, around the house, he will bring them back, which is so cute. So if you can find one of these, I think this was from a local pet store. I think Victoria also got his mouse version from maybe like the dollar store or something, I'm not sure, but these are great for him. He loves them, and your cats might possibly like them too. So yeah, those were just some of my favourite cat products. We have tried and tested so many cat products since I got him, and there were so many products I thought would make the cut, but he just doesn't use them, he doesn't like them, or we found problems with them. But I'm sure we'll find many more products over the years. We've got a lot of time together, hopefully, so maybe I'll make an updated one when we find a few more products, because I cannot stop buying cat stuff for him. I really need to stop. But I hope you guys have found this helpful if you have cats or kittens, or you're thinking of getting one in the future. I hope it's been helpful or just interesting to you, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing a bit more of Hubble, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!